I have a new discussion today. I want to talk about what you do. What do you do if you have small children and you're raising them and you're seeing what type of, I guess, dating situation and, um, dating situation that's out here right now? I am, I told you earlier the reason why I started this commentary channel was because of what ran into one day that upset me so bad. So um, I started looking at other YouTubers, and I started seeing the amount of hate that these guys had against women. And it's just, I'm sure that there are YouTubers out there that are hateful against men, but it's just the amount of hate toward women is like so much higher. Video after video after video of men, um, saying the most hurtful and hateful things about women, and I have a child and it's a female. And, she's getting to the age now where she's about to go into high school, junior high, and everything like that. And so after watching these videos, um, I am putting some thought into my strategy of what I'm going to do dealing with her and dating and things like that. When I was young, I was raised in a Christian family, and I was taught to treat people with respect you know, and to be kind to people. And that's the way I was taught. I was taught Christian values. When I got into high school, well, college, my mom was really strict. So junior high and high school, no boys. I didn't cross my mom. Like if she told me not to date or not to have a boyfriend, I just didn't. I did what she told me to do. I was very I was very respectful and obedient. So when I got into college, I started dating, and a lot of the men that were in college were had been dating at a very young age, 13, 14, whatever. And see, I didn't date boys until later in my life because my mom grew me. I was raised in a strict family. And so I ended up having a lot of problems. I started having issues because um, I was taught to treat people with respect and love and, treat people the way I wanted to be treated. And I noticed that I would treat people that way and they wouldn't treat me that way. They were cheating on me and doing all kinds of things to me. And over time, I started to get hurt, and I started having a lot of hurt, a lot of scars. So, um, fast forward today, I have my own daughter. And one of the things I'm going to do is I see now how things are getting worse. I see now that men are so bold now that they will say, "Hey, I hate her. I hate her. She's a black woman. I don't like her. I don't like black women." You see all these YouTube videos that say that, and you see, "Oh, I don't like black women. I don't like women. I don't like American women. I'm not going to treat her well. So when I run into a black woman or a Asian woman or a white woman, I'm going to mistreat her. I'm going to pump and dump her. I'm going to mistreat her. And if she does make me wait, because one video I was watching, the guy was talking about how women are, saying that I want you to wait. Oh, well, if she's had sex before, someone else has done it, so I shouldn't have to wait. And if she makes me wait, if one guy said, if she makes me wait, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And then once I do have sex with her, I'm going to dump her. So that tells me, how much wickedness. It is so much wickedness out here. So many wicked people, bold, wicked, terrible people out here. And I just don't want my daughter to, she's a good person. And I want her to find someone that will care about her and treat her nice, and she treats him nice. And I want them to be happy. I don't want her to meet one of these guys out here that is uh deceitful, and he's sneaking around acting like he likes her, he's nice to her and he likes her, and then he talks her into sex, and she's young and don't, and then he talks her into it, and then she ends up, having sex with him, and then he dumps her, and now she got a broken heart she has to deal with. I know she's not gonna forever, stay away from boys, but as a parent, I am seeing the what's out here. And I think that my parents did not know what was out here. My parents was married, they were going on with their life. They did not see all this stuff. I see all this. So I'm going to come up with some things with her that she's not I'm going to get her to bypass some of these guys and focus on some other things. And when she's ready to date, then we're going to strategize that she's going to find some decent men, some decent guys that come from decent families, in which, the families teach their sons, the right way to date and how to treat women. And those are the type of families that I will hopefully, meet. So I'm going to have to get out there and meet some people that, get out there in the community with community minded people that actually raise their children. They don't have those hateful, the men don't have that hateful stuff that they're teaching other men. And find her a better quality person, because I don't want her to run into these guys. I mean, it is thousands and thousands of comments of these guys like that. So, I'm going to have to possibly, I'm going to have to, you know, have her, and I'm going to have her to meet some people eventually that, their community is different. Their community believes in marriage. Their community believes in relationships. Their community believes in family. So I'm going to have to strategize with that, because as everything else with raising a child, you try to raise them the best way you can. But there is an older lady at my job about, let's see, she was at my job last year, and she said that, you can raise your child up, you can take the time with them, you can educate them, you can do everything for your child, and then you send your child out there and they get with some person that gives them, and she's, in her 80s. She says dog days, giving them the dog days of life. And she said it's terrible. You raise your child, you can raise your child to be a good person, but then you throw them out in the world, and there's dogs out there, predators out there, wicked people out there coming into your life just to use you. And I just don't understand that kind of, I don't understand that. You come into my life, I'm not bothering you. I'm going off my life doing what I need to do. You come into my life just to hurt me, just to use me. I'll never understand that. I think that is so wicked. I think that is so wicked. So we are going to, me and my daughter and my child, we're going to strategize. I'm going to strategize with her. And we're going to, when she's ready to date, I'm going to make sure that she gets around some better people. I talk to her constantly about what to look for, in a person, not dating, but just in people in general. And she's just going to have to be smart out there. These guys out here that aren't about anything, that are just wicked and predatory, um, you know, I'm going to have to, I'm not going to date. I'm just going to use you. Well, you won't have access to my child because my child is going to marry and have a family. and she's going to be happy. And these bums out here, she's not going to have you're not going to have access to her, so she has a mother that protects her and loves her, and she's going to watch out for her. So, yeah. So just tell me, guys, what you think. If you have any young kids or kids that you're, raising, tell me what you think. Like, what strategies are you using to help protect them so they are raised, well, and not only that, their heart stays intact. So, yeah, just tell me what you think. All right. Um, you have a nice day and peace out. By the way, please like us and subscribe and hit the notification button.